Today I'm gonna be sorry, what the fuck. Today basically I'm gonna introduce you to the server that I play, Mod Superior, and basically just go over a couple things, give you a tour of my base. Yeah, all that good stuff. Look at my cape. Wait, look at that shit. With the red diamond? Oh my. Oh my. Stop it. Stop it. Anyways, so yeah, basically I'm just hold up. My Discord, sorry. So I'm gonna just go over basically the server I'm gonna be playing for the next 7 weeks, I guess, and all that good stuff, including like a base tour, like all that stuff, and yeah. So this is the main part of the base. This is vanilla factions for any of you that don't know. It's basically how do I say this? It's basically an economy server. If you say like, I'd honestly just label it as towny with rating. I don't know if there's rating in Towny, I don't really play Towny. But yeah, I just label it that. And basically, your main purpose is to, uh, start out with the simple spawners like cow spawners, sell leather, build your way up to iron golem spawners, and so on and so forth. Like, it's a very simple, like, process. It takes time, but it's a very simple process. IG is basically like your kryptonite. It's the best thing on the server. It gives you the most amount of money at the quickest rate. And like as you can see, like F-top is the thing where like it shows the top factions. And I'm currently the leader of the number 3 faction. I paid to win though, so I ain't gonna lie, man. I paid to win. All right. Sorry. Gosh, it's an investment. But yeah, so you'll have a top faction like prohibited. You'll just see all the factions in the top usually have an abundance of iron golem spawners, and then on top of that, let me get out of here. After that, they will also do things like get a lot of blaze spawners, so that they can obviously blaze give you the most XP at the fastest rate as well, and then you use that XP to get things called custom enchants that add special things to your armor like fire resistance, cut damage in half, heal your faction members when you're near them, make you stronger, all that good stuff, so that when you do go on to PvP against other people, you can have a competitive advantage. Not to say that competitive advantage is like extraordinarily OP, like super OP to the point where you won't die, because you can still die regardless of anything, but it will help you a lot when it comes to that type of stuff. But yeah, this is basically the server I play on mostly. It's a really good server. Like, I'd have to say that overall it's a fun server to play. It's a very competitive server in the aspect that like people are constantly trying to like downplay you, I guess, and say that you're not as good as you are, or if you're cocky, people aren't gonna like that, so they're definitely gonna be out for your head, which is fine, like, obviously, but yeah, just for the people that don't play the server and watch, just so they know that. But if you guys do like vanilla factions, I'll definitely leave the IP in the description so you could join and whatnot. And yeah, we definitely need some competition on here, so yes. And then basically, I just want to go over the pros and cons of the server. That, like, these are my personal beliefs. Like, people that watch this and they're on the server and they're like, oh, I don't agree with that, blah, blah, blah. Like, that's fine. We all are entitled to our own opinions, obviously. And yeah, this is just pretty much mine of the server. So to start, let me turn this on real quick. Wait, not that. So to start, I'd have to say that one of the biggest faults to this server is like MCMMO. Like, I understand this is vanilla faction or whatever, so like I can't really fault them for that, because it's vanilla sorry, it's vanilla factions. Every vanilla faction, mostly every vanilla faction other than like Psycho and stuff like that, they have different realms where you can have no MCMMO, which they are going to explore that, which is a good thing, because MCMMO, for any of you that don't know, is basically a thing that, like, okay, so if I farm my swords up, here, let me show you, hold up, /F, or let me go to my Blaze farm. So basically, oh, that's way too loud. So basically, as you can see down here, it says sword skills increase by 1. And basically, so as your swords increase, they get stronger. Not in the aspect like that when you hit someone, it's going to do more hearts than the next person, but when you get to up around like 700 sword levels, you can begin to strike lightning at people when you hit them, and it shreds their armor and whatnot. So, and also there's axe like levels, and axe, like, you can hit someone 125 plus times, and they can hit you like 50, and they'll do more durability to your armor, which kind of like destroys the purpose of, you know, PvP in general. But this also isn't a PvP based server, so that could be a con for some people and not a con for other people, which is completely fine. Like I said, we're all entitled to our own opinions. Another con for me on this server would definitely have to be the staff. Now, I'm not going to sit here and BM the staff because that's beyond me. Like, it's not my server. Anyone can run a server how they'd like to run the server. But at the end of the day, I believe staff does not do enough and does not listen to their community enough to the point where, like, it begins to make the server a little bit unplayable at that point, because, like, if you play, okay, so say something's broken, for instance, like, okay, cannons were broken on the server for a while, right? It legit took them like 1.5 maps to even make it so that a faction server with rating, TNT rating, could even use cannons. Like, at that point, you have to understand, like, coming from my opinion, like, my perspective, I think it's just annoying. But like I said, this is just my opinion. And they could also do a lot of things like that doesn't show up on paper, like plugins, rework the server, all that good stuff, and it doesn't obviously show up to us. So, like I said, I'm not gonna bash them, but that's just my opinion. The third con for me, and not really a con, just more or less something that pisses me off when I play this server, is the fact that nobody knows how to 1v1. Like, even if you want to organize a 1v1 with someone, you'll fight them, you'll be beating them, and they'll have better armor than you, and you'll still be beating them, and then boom, the next thing you know, 10 more of them are hitting you. So they have this thing called Warp FPS, which I'm at now, and it's this little arena. Like, if you've been on a faction server, right, you understand that every faction server has an arena where people fight, right? So the arena will not consist of a, what, 20 by 15 little box where people PvP in. The arena will be some thought out thing that, you know, includes things like somewhere you can run and hide and all that good stuff. So, like, for instance, on this server, it's this, right? So if you kill someone, you have to wait. They have a combat timer, and you have to wait 30 seconds to get out of combat, right? So by the time that combat timer runs up, they're already, before it even runs up, right? They already did slash kit to get more armor, and they're coming back to fight you again. And it gets to the point where your armor is obviously going to break, right? Like, armor does not last forever. And when your armor breaks, like, you're dead. And they're going to keep coming, so eventually you're going to die regardless. And then, yeah, you're dead. So, in my opinion, I just feel like they should build an actual arena and take the time to, you know, like, provide for the community that provides for them, because obviously there's hella donations off this server. But yeah, that's also just my personal opinion. And now I'm going to start on the pros of the server. So for me, I believe a pro to this server compared to other servers is the fact that, like, the shop, like the Buycraft shop, is very, very cheap, okay? So the highest rank on the server, which is the one I currently am, is quote-unquote $755 off, which it's really not. It's never that much, but it's $44, okay? So $44, and you can become one of, like, the highest ranks. And the thing about it is every rank balances itself out. So you'll never be, like, fighting someone who's a legend, which is the red names. As you can tell, it's most of the server. You'll never be fighting a red name and be like, damn, this guy's unkillable, damn, this and that. Like, everyone can die. Like, so compared to other servers, you'll be, like, servers that will give people who have the highest rank, like Prot 6, Prot 7, like, all that stuff that, you know, if you have that, you don't die, you know? So it's way more balanced in that aspect. And also everything else is also very cheap on this shop. And I'll leave a link to the shop in the description so you can see like some of the other stuff that they have and whatnot. Another add-on to that is the fact that you can also trade in-game balance for things on Buycraft if someone is willing to do that. And it's scam proof as well because you can get banned for that. So like it's very, very cool that they have that in the game. And then another pro for me would be the community. Like I'm like being a part of this community is sorry, hold up. Being part of this community is like fun as shit when it comes to this game. Like it's very, very toxic, but if you enjoy a toxic environment, this is definitely the place to be. Like I love that toxicity. It's so good. And it's a block game at the end of the day. It's a block game at the end of the day, so if you get mad, like you're just childish at that point. But yeah, let's see. Another pro. I don't know. There's not really like too many pros I can think of off my head right now, but I just feel like the server comes together. Like everything balances each other out. So that's good, like, because there's nothing that you're gonna see that like, oh, that's so stupid, like I can't kill him, blah blah blah, this and that. But yeah, this is definitely the server I'm gonna be playing on for the next couple of weeks. I've played it. This is my third map on the server now, and the server definitely could use some new people. I mean, the server hits like today it was up to 390 people, so like it's definitely a big server and it has like opportunity. And like I don't know, I'm just trying to see more people on here, get this up to like 500, 600, just make it a very competitive environment because obviously factions is way better when there's people online and it's very competitive. So I hope to see new people joining. If you do join, I am recruiting for my faction. You gotta be good at PvP. Nah, actually that's not really a requirement. Just be chill, have Discord, you know what? It's all good. But yeah, that's probably it for me. Peace.